Hi, good afternoon. How are you, Sirat, Prahlad?
Very good afternoon,
Good,
Javed.
very good, Javed. How are
The
you
amazing
doing?
guys. I am doing great. Nice energy, Sirat and Prahlad.
Thank
Oh,
you,
Thank
wow.
Javed.
you.
Great. And how was the previous week? We learned about the 50 outcomes.
It was
Was it
amazing,
easy,
Javed.
right?
No,
It was
We learn about.
amazing.
Yes, it was too amazing because I didn't know I could write 50 outcomes first of all, and second, after finalizing on the last 3 outcomes and getting my power leaps, it was totally amazing.
Okay, great, Sirat. And how was the 50 outcomes, Prahlad?
it was amazing, Javed, to know that 50 outcome to write and get final. As Sira talked about going to that power leap step by step, knowing it was amazing. It was mind blowing.
Okay, great, Prahlad. Now, this week we are going to learn about something like decision making. Okay.
Yeah.
And suppose if you're, yes, suppose if our decisions are good, we are going to have a better life. So we'll start with Prahlad. Okay.
Yeah.
I will ask you like, Prahlad, when I discussed about you that you are an engineer in Oracle, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Like you always wanted to become an engineer, or you wanted to become something else?
So for my childhood itself, I don't like to be technical things, Javed. I'm not a technical guy. Okay, I love in the sports. I used to totally the sports guy for totally in the till the 12th standard. But family, sports relative, somebody sports, somebody told my dad, no, how somebody required engineers. My dad was farmer. Only I was the last guy, they pushed me the emotionally putting the engineering life. Completed the study, but yes, for when I gone to the corporate life, then that is not a cup of tea for me. I have a lot of different surges. Then I selected my communicating with the people and all. So I love interacting. I love interacting more, so that I
You
come
like
to the marketing.
interacting.
Yeah, so I came to marketing.
Okay, Prahlad. Great. One more simple question. How would your life be? Have you been taken a right decision at the time?
When you talk about for me for 11 right now for approximately 14 years ago, if I was being at the corporate world of for IT industry, might be I was happy with my person for financially for this corona situation and all. But yes, I feel I took a right decision of myself when I took this left for technical and coming to the marketing, because I can able to be develop myself the personality by communicating, connecting people. I really took the
Very
right
great.
decision.
So you took a right decision, right?
Yes.
So Prahlad, now we have a very simple activity called Unleash You.
Okay.
Unleash You destroys any obstructions that may come in the way of your outcomes, and discover what kind of impact your friends and other people have, and what time you spend with them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So and after this we are having this my past decisions.
Okay.
Right. You have to share about your past decision and that what went wrong, and what would you do differently about such decisions now.
Okay.
Right, Prahlad?
Yeah.
So
Done.
it is done. So now I am just taking you both, Prahlad and Sirat, through a decision making wheel. So when like we have a online tool, no more making wrong decisions and no more feeling overwhelmed with our problems. We have a tool for you that will resolve your problems by making the decisions right, a step by step manner. The decision making wheel is an online tool that makes you think about a certain problem critically and asking you a set of questions. At the end of all questions, you will come to know about the necessary information required for you to make a right decision. Right?
Yeah.
And right, Prahlad. And the purpose of this activity is to understand how decision making tool can help you to take a decision. So now I will just broadcast a tool. Understand? And after that, like step one, you have to go to the software of the decision making tool, click in the center of the tool and write down what problem you have. Once the problem is stated, repeat the same for the hypothetical scenario. And as you open your manual page number 93, you have got a decision making scenario 1 and decision making scenario 2 in the page 95. So you have to take an hypothetical scenario and complete this with the help of a tool. Can you do it now? I will give you some time.
Yes,
Done,
we'll do it, and it's done. Yeah.
You're done.
done, Javid.
Okay. Yes. So what I will do is I will go with like Sirat. Uh, what is your decision, Sirat? Now, since you got the scenario one and the decision making tool.
Yes, Javed, after I had gone through the scenario, first of all, I could very easily relate to it because this is something which usually happens in families where we have some kind of misunderstanding with one of the relatives. So yeah, the spouse, the decision that the choices I thought that I would have is to have a one-on-one interaction with both the people, my cousin as well as my spouse, because I'm good at handling it like that. And the final decision that I would decide is based on my baselines. But I love the way the questions were sequenced. And when I put my baselines into effect, I thought the decision making became even more easier. So now I definitely respect both of them and I have faith in both of them. And I'd love to guide both of them. So I took all of my baselines into function and I decided that we will have a consolidated meeting at the end of it and we will resolve our issues. And because both people are so close and dear to me, I would like to have a friendly atmosphere at home and not no grudges or anything dwelling in between. So I just loved doing this, because it made it simpler and more I don't know, somehow it was sorted out very easily compared to otherwise. I was just thinking if this would have happened if I didn't know my baselines, it would have been a very tough decision to make. I really thank you for the decision making wheel.
Wow. Now, Prahlad, can you tell me what did you learn from this process?
So I learned this process, Javid, how to take the right decision, without any other misunderstanding way, because there's a lot of communication gap when you want to take a decision like the scenario one or scenario two, and you cannot make for, the personalize anyone. It may be your spouse, it may be your cousin. So it's very important to make equally and make him understand. It is very important. So this process can make me learn to make how to calm and cool and taking a right decision.
Great, great. So now let's make a decision. There is a last activity called let's make a decision. And here, instead of taking a hypothetical situation, we will solve the real problem of our lives. Okay. And the main purpose outcome of the activity is that you should ensure that you make a right decision using a decision making tool. Understand?
Yeah.
And the same step by step, you have to take the real problem and same follow the same step by step process what you did in the previous activity. Okay, I will give you some time now. I will give you 5 to 10 minutes. You can start the activity now with a real life problem.
Okay.
Start.
Done,
Okay. Start the activity.
Yes, Javed.
Okay, great. Great. Okay. We'll ask Prahlad. Like, can you tell what is your final decision? When you have discussed the real life problem with me, and can you tell the final decision?
The recent problems I was talking about, as we for no profession wise, I want to take this decision of the coaching, which is what I was taking long time, 5 years before also I thought to take this decision, but not possible. But this time on the corona, I just took the final decision about it. For let's start on coaching and pay the money. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, great, Prahlad. And what did you learn from this process, Prahlad?
This process can taught me, the thinking power. This process can taught me the thinking power. At least before any taking a decision, you take the situation and find out that at least for 10, 15 questions and go through step by step, then will be the conclusion is clear for you. So this process make me learn first things, the how I can think or go narrow down and take the top right decision.
Okay, Sirat, final, what is the takeaway from this decision making tool? What did you learn from this process?
First of all, Javed, I am a very bad decision maker, and that's what I realized, that my wheel of life, which also looks so much similar to the decision making wheel, now I realize why it was so jagged and messed up, because I've taken so many wrong decisions at times. And now, since we have the baselines with us and the decision making wheel as an very empowering tool. I think the further decisions should be like really easy to make, because it's just sorted our life so much. I really appreciate it. This has like been a very, very, very power tool to me. I just admire this tool so much.
Great, great. Once again, a huge round of applause for all of us, because
Yes,
we
yes.
have,
Thank you,
because
Javed.
this decision making tool has given lot of clarity in our life, lot of clarity.
Yes,
Personally, to me, I love this tool. I love
yes.
this tool because
It
it
is
doesn't have
lovable.
no, like we don't have any emotions. Just we have to put our decision in the tool and it will give us the right or wrong decision. So amazing activity, amazing guys, Prahlad and Seerath. It was
Thank,
wonderful interacting with you. Thank you. We are going to meet again next week with a new activity with the same energy. Bye bye.
thank you,
Thank you,
Javed. Thank
Javed.
you.
Thank you.